Good evening, sir. This is Priya. I am presenting the presentation on the topic of lifting the corporate veil, judicial approaches, and some case laws. In this, we will understand what is corporate veil. Then we will go on judicial approach for lifting the veil, and then we will learn about some cases related to corporate veil, and after that we will learn about some contemporary applications and challenges and its limitations. Then after we will know about what is the conclusion of this topic. So here we go, understanding the what is corporate will. So here you can see limited liabilities, separate entities, judicial discretions, sorry. So start with the separate entity. So what is the concept of separate legal entity means a company is a distinct legal person from its shareholder. It can own property, incur debts, sue and can be sued in its own name. Courts generally respect this separation to protect business investment and entrepreneurship. Second is limited liability. Shareholders are only liable up to the value of their shares. Encourage investment without risking personal assets. However, misuse to this protection can lead to injustice, prompting court to intervene. Then judicial discretion, not automatic, lifting the veil in a exceptional remedy applied at the discretion of court balance the interest of justice, fairness and public policy. There is no fixed rule. Decisions are case specific and fact dependent. So we will go on the judicial approach for lifting the veil. So here we can say there are some judicial approaches: fraud or improper conduct, aviation of contractual obligations, or injustice and public policy. So, in this fraud or improper conduct, courts left the corporate veil when the company is used to perpetrate fraud, cheat creators, creditors, or commit illegal acts. The company structure is disagreed to hold the individuals personally liable. Key cases related to this is Guilford Motors Co. Limited versus Horney. The defendant created a company to breach a non-competent clause. Court held the company was sham to commit fraud and lifted the veil. Aviation and contractual obligations. Veil is lifted when a company is formed to escape legal or contractual duties. Court prevent parties from hiding behind the company to avoid liabilities. The case related to this is Johns versus Limpman. Again, to prevent injustice and public policy. Injustice in the injustice to prevent injustice when the corporate personality would cause injustice or defeat rights, court intervene, used to ensure fairness and equality, especially for the employees, consumer, and creditors. Public policy and national interest. Veil may be lifted when companies' structure threaten public interest, national security, or statutory compliances. Court act to maintain economic integrity and transparency. Again, we will move forward, and this is some case related, very landmark judgment and landmark case related to corporate will. And Salmon versus Salmon and Corporate Limited. In this case, the case background is the foundational case that established the doctrine of company as a separate legal entity, distinct from its shareholder. Even if a single person control most of the company, it affirm, it affirmed the corporate veil concept under the UK Companies Act 1862, and its principle are followed in India and other common jurisdictions. Fact of the case is Aaron Salmon, a leather boot manufacturer, ran his business as a sole proprietor. He decided to incorporate a company named Salmon and Co. Limited under the Companies Act 1862. The company was formed with Salmon with his wife and five children as a shareholder. Seven were the required at the time. Salman sold his business to the company for 39 euros, receiving 10 euros in a debenture, secured loan, and 20 euro in shares, balance in cash. The business failed and went into liquidation. Uh, the creditor argued that the company was just Salman's agent and after alter ego, and that he should be personally liable for its debts. Issues related to this case. Is Salman and Co. Limited a separate legal entity from Mr. Salman? Can Mr. Salman be held personally liable for the company's debt? Was the company a mere sham or facade created to defraud creators? Judgment related to this case, how the court decision held in a favor of Mr. Salman, the company was validly एक एक second. The company was held liably in favor of Mr. Salman. The company was widely incorporated and therefore a separate legal person. Salman was not a personally liable for a corporate debts. The corporate veil cannot be precise just because one person controlled the entire company. Credit argued that the company was just Salman's agent and alter ego, and that he should be personally liable for its debts. There is the second case, which is also very famous, Guilford Motor Co. Limited versus Horney. Fact of the case is Mr. Horney was a former employee of Guilford Motor Co. Limited. His solicitation clause which prohibited him from soliciting the company's customer after leaving. After leaving the company, Mr. Horne want to continue a similar business to and way the restrictive covenant. He set up a new company controlling by his wife and another associate. This new company began associating customers of Guilford Motor Co., essentially doing what Horne was prohibited doing from. Issue of the case was Mr. Horne was using the new company to conceal his breach of contract. Could the court lift the corporate veil and hold Mr. Horne personally liable? Was the company a SAM or mere facade created to circumvent the legal obligation? And the judgment related to this case is Court of Appeal UK. Weld was lifted. The new company was found to be a mere clock or sham for Mr. Horne personal business. The court held that the company was created only to enable Horne to commit a breach of non-solicitations clause. An injunction was granted against both the Mr. Hanne and the company to stop soliciting Guilford's customers. Contemporary applications, agencies, and companies related to corporate veil. In contemporary application, agencies and group companies, beyond fraud and directions, aviation's modern applications of veil lifting, often involving complex corporate structure, particularly within the group of companies. While the general rule of the separate legal personality applies to each entity within a group, court may consider lifting the veil if a subsidiary is act merely as an agent of the parent, or if the operation are so intertwined that the subsidiary lack due independence. This area remains highly fact specific and depend heavily on the degree of control exerted by the parent and the economic related reality of the relationship between the entities. You can say implied agency, single economic entity, or intertwined operations. In the challenges and limitations of the corporate veil is strict interpretation, proof of misconduct, alternative remedies. Despite the mechanism of lifting the corporate veil, court approached this power with significant cons. The fundamental principle of limited liability is cornerstone of the corporate law, and its erosion is not undertaken lightly. A high evidentiary burden rests on the parties seeking to precise the veil, requiring clear evidence of misuse or abuse of the corporate form. Furthermore, if alternative legal remedy are available to address the injustice, court will typically pursue those options rather than restoring to the extraordinary measure of lifting the corporate veil. Keys, takeaway, and future outlook, fundamental principle, exceptional remedy, judicial evaluation, focus on misconduct. In fundamental principles, separate legal personality and limited liability remain the default position of company. In exceptional remedy, lifting the veil is an extraordinary measure evoked only in specific circumstances to prevent abuse. Judicial evolution, the doctrine continues to evolve through case law, adapting the new forms of corporate misuse. Focus on misconduct. The primary trigger for veil lifting is use of the corporate form for fraud, aviation, or improper conduct. And the conclusion of the corporate lifting is lifting the corporate veil remain a powerful yet sparing used judicial tool, while the separate legal personality of the company is a fundamental principle. Court retain the discretion to disregard it when the corporate form is used as a shield for fraud, aviation, and other misconduct. The doctrine continues to evolve, reflecting the judiciary o- ongoing effort to balance corporate privilege with the demands of justice. As corporate structure become more complex, understanding this principle is crucial for legal professional navigating the intricate landscape of company law. The judicial approach to lifting the corporate veil is based on balancing between represent respecting the corporate entity and ensuring justice. Court will not allow the corporate form to be sealed for fraud, aviation, illegal acts. The veil lifted only in exceptional cases, and judicial pronouncement have evolved to ensure the justice prevailed over formality, protecting the interest of creditor, consumer, shareholder, and the public. Thank you.